If you're a man over 60, I want you to pause for a moment and listen very carefully. What I'm about to share with you may shock you, because the one thing you've believed was healthy, the fruit you eat for breakfast, the one you've always trusted to be good for your body, could be slowly draining away your manhood without you even realizing it. That's right. That seemingly innocent morning habit might be weakening your ability to perform as a man. Quietly, consistently, day after day. You think you're starting your morning the healthy way, but inside your body, something very different is happening. Your blood flow is decreasing, your testosterone is falling, and your energy, your confidence, your strength as a man, it's all slipping further and further away. Now, you might be wondering, how can something as simple as a fruit do that? I'm going to explain. My name is Dr. Mason R. Holbrook, and for over 30 years I've dedicated my life to helping men over 60 reclaim their sexual vitality and inner strength, naturally, without pills or risky procedures. And in this video, I'm going to reveal something that no one has probably ever told you. This isn't just about fruit. It's about the truth. The truth about how 7 specific fruits, when eaten at the wrong time, especially in the morning, can slowly rob you of everything that makes you feel like a man. These fruits don't come with warning labels. They don't cause sudden crashes. They work slowly, in the background, while you go about your day thinking you're doing something healthy. But once you understand what's really happening, I promise, you'll never look at your breakfast the same way again. Stay with me, because fruit number 5 on this list is in nearly every household, and it's doing more harm than most men could ever imagine. Before we dive in, if you care about protecting your manhood, and you want real, honest health advice made specifically for men over 60, take a moment to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. I share information that can help you age with power, dignity, and confidence. And if what I say in this video resonates with you, type the number 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0. That way, I'll know exactly what kind of content is most helpful to you. Alright, let's get into it. Fruit 1. Bananas. Especially overripe. Let's start with the fruit that's likely sitting on your kitchen counter right now. Bananas. Especially the soft, spotted, overripe ones. This one hit me personally. For most of my life, I believed bananas were a perfect breakfast food. Quick, easy, loaded with potassium. But I was wrong. As bananas ripen, their sugar content increases rapidly. That soft, sweet banana you toss into your cereal or blend into a smoothie. It floods your bloodstream with fast-digesting sugar. And when that sugar rush hits your system first thing in the morning, it causes your insulin to spike. Why does that matter? Because insulin is not just a blood sugar regulator. It's also a hormonal disruptor. It lowers testosterone, restricts nitric oxide, and inflames the blood vessels responsible for delivering blood to the areas that matter most to a man. You might think you're fueling your body, but in reality, you're starving your performance. And the damage, it doesn't happen overnight. One morning, you wake up feeling a little off, then again, and again, until one day, you start to believe it's just aging. But it's not. It's breakfast. If you love bananas, don't eat them alone. And never eat them on an empty stomach. If you must have one, wait until later in the day, and eat it with a protein or healthy fat. That slows the sugar absorption and protects your hormonal balance. Fruit 2. Grapes next. We've got grapes. They look innocent, tiny, sweet, easy to pop into your mouth. but they're one of the biggest culprits when it comes to silent hormonal damage. I used to snack on grapes all the time. I thought I was making a smart, light, healthy choice. But the truth is, grapes are loaded with sugar for their size. And because they're mostly water and sugar, they digest fast. That means when you eat them on an empty stomach in the morning, they hit your bloodstream like a wave. Blood sugar spikes. Insulin follows. And again, testosterone gets suppressed. Blood vessels tighten. And your sexual strength takes another quiet hit. This doesn't happen with loud warning signs. It happens slowly, subtly. You start wondering why your mornings feel flat, why your responses are slower, why your desire is lower. And the answer might be sitting right there in your fruit bowl. If you still want to enjoy grapes, wait until later in the day, after a protein-rich meal, when your blood sugar is already stable. Fruit 3. Orange juice. Now this one might surprise you. It did for me. I used to drink a glass of orange juice every morning with breakfast, thinking I was doing something good for my body. Vitamin C, right? It felt refreshing, clean. But orange juice is not a piece of fruit. It is sugar in liquid form. One glass can have as much sugar as a can of soda. And when you drink it first thing in the morning, there's no fiber, no protein, and no fat to slow it down. The sugar hits your bloodstream instantly. The insulin spike that follows, it shuts down testosterone production and narrows your blood vessels, including the ones that supply blood to your penis. You might feel a quick burst of energy, but by late morning, you crash. Your motivation dips. Your mood declines. And over time, so does your sexual response. If you enjoy citrus, eat a whole orange instead. The fiber will help. Or better yet, skip fruit entirely at breakfast and drink water. Your body will thank you. Fruit 4. Watermelon. In excess, watermelon is often believed to be a superfood for men. It contains citrulline, which helps with blood flow. That's true, but only in moderation. If you eat watermelon the wrong way, especially first thing in the morning or in large amounts, it can backfire. Watermelon is mostly water, yes, but it's also high in natural sugars and has a high glycemic load. On an empty stomach, it spikes your blood sugar rapidly, and that means another insulin surge, reduced testosterone, and weakened nitric oxide. The very circulation you need for strong erections takes a hit before your day even begins. Because watermelon digests quickly, you're left hungry again within an hour. That sets you up for more cravings and energy crashes later in the day. If you enjoy watermelon, eat it after a balanced lunch when your body is more prepared to handle sugar. Never first thing in the morning. Fruit 5. Mangoes. Now here's one that hits close to home for me. Mangoes. I love them. Sweet, juicy, refreshing. They remind me of summer mornings. But mangoes are incredibly high in fructose. That's a type of sugar that goes straight to your liver. When you're young and active, your body may be able to handle it. But after 60, your liver might already be strained. That excess fructose can contribute to fatty liver buildup, and fatty liver is linked directly to low testosterone. Not only that, but mangoes spike your blood sugar fast. That leads to the same insulin response we've talked about, and the same hormonal damage. If you still want mangoes, think of them like dessert. Small portions. After a protein-rich meal. Never alone. Never on an empty stomach. That's when the damage hits hardest. Fruit 6. Pineapple. Pineapple feels like a symbol of health and vitality. It's bright, tropical, full of flavor. but it's also extremely high in sugar. 1 cup contains more than 16 grams of sugar and very little fiber. When you eat pineapple by itself in the morning, it triggers a fast blood sugar rise. Insulin surges. Inflammation increases. Nitric oxide drops. Your erections suffer. Your energy dips. Your confidence begins to fade. If you enjoy pineapple, enjoy it after a balanced meal, never as a breakfast staple. Fruit 7. Dried fruits, raisins, dates. Apricots, the final fruit on this list, might seem the most harmless of all. Dried fruit, raisins, dates, apricots. They seem natural, easy, healthy. I used to toss a few into my oatmeal or eat them with coffee. But dried fruit is concentrated sugar. Once the water is removed, what's left is sugar and a little fiber. And when you eat them first thing in the morning, your body processes them like candy. For men over 60, that means fast insulin spikes, rising inflammation, and declining testosterone. Eat dried fruit rarely, and only after a full meal. Never alone. Never on an empty stomach. What you need to do today, I know this may feel like a lot to take in. These fruits may have been a part of your routine for years. They were for me, too. But once I started making changes, not drastic ones, but consistent ones, I saw real results. In myself, in my patients. Your erections are not failing you because of age alone. They're failing because your hormones are being hijacked every morning. Clear out these 7 fruits from your breakfast. Replace them with foods that support your blood sugar and hormone health. Eggs, avocados, berries in moderation, Greek yogurt without sugar, and most importantly, start your day with water. You might be surprised at how fast things begin to change. You might even wake up one morning soon and feel like yourself again. Conclusion: if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for caring enough about your health to question what you've always been told. Bananas, grapes, orange juice, watermelon, mangoes, pineapple, dried fruit. They look innocent. They're even marketed as healthy. But when you're a man over 60, your body reacts differently to sugar. These fruits may not seem dangerous, but over time, they chip away at your manhood in quiet, consistent ways. I've seen the damage firsthand, but I've also seen the transformation when men start making smarter choices. This isn't about fear, it's about power. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are simply working with outdated information. You know better, and that puts you in control. So tomorrow morning, make a different choice. Say no to sugar-laden fruits. Choose foods that nourish and protect. Your energy will rise. Your focus will return. And yes, your erections will follow. This is just one part of the journey. In the next video, I'll share the fruits that actually boost blood flow and testosterone. Because your health, your strength, your manhood, it's all worth fighting for. Let's rebuild it together, one morning at a time.